Part 2, The Offensive, Strategies for Confrontation and Control. In Part 1, you learned how to build your foundation. You learned how to position yourself, how to speak, and how to guard your reputation. But now, a problem has emerged. You have a rival. Someone is actively standing in your way, threatening everything you've built. What do you do now? You have two choices: you can hide and hope they go away, or you can learn how to go on the offensive. The preview, the promise of power and control. This video is not for the faint of heart. This is about the laws of confrontation. By the end of this, you will know the one question that will make anyone reveal their deepest weakness. The strategic mistake everyone makes when dealing with an enemy. How to use surrender as a weapon to utterly destroy your opponent's momentum. This is Part 2, The Offensive. Let's begin. Law 13 and 14, the engine of motivation and the spy game. Appeal to self-interest, never mercy. If you need to turn to an ally for help, forget about your past good deeds. Their mercy and gratitude are weak engines. Instead, find the one thing in your request that benefits them. Uncover it, and emphasize it out of all proportion. When they see personal gain, they will move mountains for you. But to know what motivates someone, you need information. And for that, you need to become a ghost. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Critical information is not found in reports, it's found in polite conversation. Your mission in every social encounter is to probe. Ask indirect questions. Get people to talk about their frustrations, their dreams, their fears. There is no occasion that is not an opportunity for artful spying. The person who knows the most, holds the most power. Law 15 and 16, Total Victory and the Power of Absence. Now, you have the intelligence. You know your enemy's weakness. This brings us to the most critical law of confrontation: crush your enemy totally. If one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, a fire will eventually break out. More is lost through stopping halfway than through total annihilation. The enemy must recover, and they will seek revenge. You must win not only in body, but in spirit. But true power isn't just about the strike, it's about the aftermath. How do you manage your own presence after a victory? Use absence to increase respect and honor. Too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. After a major win, a temporary withdrawal makes you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to leave. Create value through scarcity. Law 17 and 18, Unpredictability and the Dangers of Isolation. To keep everyone off balance after your return, you must embrace unpredictability. Humans are creatures of habit with a desperate need to predict others. Your predictability gives them a sense of control. So, turn the tables. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will mesmerize them. They will waste all their energy trying to explain your moves. But in your quest for power, you might be tempted to build a fortress. This is a fatal error. Avoid the trap of isolation. A fortress seems safe, but it cuts you off from the very information and allies you need. Isolation exposes you to more dangers than it protects you from. It makes you a stationary, conspicuous target. Better to circulate among people, find allies, and mingle. You are shielded from your enemies by the crowd. Law 19 and 20, The Wolf Hunter and the Prize. As you mingle, you must know who you're dealing with. There are wolves in lamb's clothing. Deceive or outmaneuver some people, and they will spend the rest of their lives seeking revenge. They are not rational actors. They are driven by a pride you cannot reason with. Choose your victims and opponents carefully. Never offend or deceive the wrong person. So, if you can't commit to a side, what should you do? Maintain your personal autonomy. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others. You force people to compete for your favor, playing them against one another. You become the prize, not the participant. Law 21 and 22, the supreme trick and the art of surrender. To make this work, you must master the supreme trick: let others feel smarter. No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. So, seem dumber than your mark. Make your victims feel smart, not just smart, but smarter than you are. Once convinced of this, they will never suspect you have ulterior motives. They will walk into your traps with a smile. But what happens when you are undeniably weaker? When you are caught off guard? Use the surrender tactic: transform weakness into power. When you are weaker, never fight for honor's sake. Choose surrender instead. Surrender gives you time to recover, time to irritate your conqueror, time to wait for their power to wane. Do not give them the satisfaction of a fight. By turning the other cheek, you infuriate and unsettle them. You make surrender a tool of power. Law 23 and 24, the deep mine and the courtier's dance. Whether attacking or surrendering, you must focus your resources. Conserve your forces by concentrating them at their strongest point. You gain more by finding a rich mine and mining it deeper than by flitting from one shallow mine to another. Intensity always defeats extensity. Find your one key patron, your one core skill, and dominate it. And the environment where all these laws come together. The court. Master the art of indirect influence. The perfect courtier thrives in a world of power and politics. He has mastered the art of indirection. He flatters, yields to superiors, and asserts power over others in the most oblique and graceful way. Learn this dance. There will be no limit to how far you can rise. The transition to God mode. You now have the tools for the offensive. You know how to spy, how to strike, and how to surrender. You can control the board. But this is still about playing a game on someone else's terms. What comes next is something else entirely. In Part 3, we leave the battlefield behind. We are moving from strategy to legend. We will reveal how to craft a godlike public identity, how to make people not just obey you, but worship your vision, and how to make your every accomplishment seem effortless and divine. This is where you become more than human. Click to watch Part 3 right now.